What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dueling podcast. Geek, I'm fantastic for now. How are you?
That was the quickest you've ever done that intro. You didn't even do the normal thing. I'm scared and confused and lost. That's all I'm doing.
Because I wanted to make a dumb pun right away.
Yeah, but now I'm scared and confused and lost.
When aren't you?
You know, that's fair.
Like, when you go to sleep, isn't just like, black bubble that, nothing?
Just nothing. Literally, it's nothing.
So you are practicing for death
Pretty much.
every time you sleep. I wish.
Yeah. Honestly, it brings the idea of, we're so off topic to start already. But no, the knowing that that's how, like, if that's how death is just like what I experience sleep as, honestly, not too bad. The idea of it being nothingness forever sounds awful, but then I like remember, because like genuinely I wake up and it like there's nothing. It was nothing happened for however long I was asleep. It's like time travel. Really shitty short time travel.
Anyways, today we're talking about Fantastic Four from 2005. It is the 20th anniversary of this film coming out, relatively around this time.
Woo.
And the new one is coming out in a few weeks when this comes out.
Woo.
Are you not excited for the new Fantastic Four?
I'm excited for the new one.
But we decided to cover the original from 2005. Not the first Fantastic Four to come out, though. There's one in the 90s that's really bad.
Oh, well, it came out in the 90s. What do you expect?
That's fair.
I mean, I really do enjoy this movie, but let's not act like this is a good movie or a good representation of any of these characters.
Geek, remember we got in the argument about what's a 5 out of 5, like with my Incredible Hulk?
Yeah.
This is one of those 5 out of 5s.
It's not a 5 out of 5 in any way. You can enjoy it, but it's not a 5 out of 5.
It's 5 out of 5 enjoyment.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I fuck with this heavy.
I like this movie,
probably.
But no. This movie actually just like made me angry.
It's so campy.
No,
what do you mean?
But it's not. It's not the Fantastic Four. Okay, so there are two characters represented well in this movie, and that is Mr. Fantastic and Mr. Flame On.
The Human Torch?
No, Mr. Flame On. It's more fun. They should all be Mr. Thing, Mr. Flame On, Mr. Fantastic, and Mr. Invisible Woman.
No.
Why not?
No, I think Ben's good in this film. He's like this big lovable goof.
But I also hate him and Johnny in this movie because they don't act like him and Johnny are supposed to.
Well, I don't read Fantastic Four comics. I don't know how they
It's why I'm so excited for the new one. The whole point is they're supposed to be a family before the accident happens. Before the accident happens, not a single one of them like each other.
No, that's understandable. Yeah,
That fucking sucks. Also, I don't know who the bad guy is, but that's not Victor Von Doom.
Yeah,
That is a white man.
From my impressions for Victor Von Doom in the comics, besides that he's not white, is that he's actually a sorcerer. Like, he has magic, not...
Oh, he's a sorcerer and an actual genius, and, well, depending on where you are and what you're getting. I mean, God Emperor Doom's a whole different demon, but my favorite demon.
He also isn't just a rich billionaire mogul. He's a ruler of...
Yeah, he's a
country.
Dictator.
A kind dictator, let's be real.
Depending on who you are.
Healthcare.
Well, if you're one of the citizens of Latveria, yeah, he's alright. But like, if you're anybody else, he's not that great.
I don't care about anyone else outside that. I don't care about the people he's ruling over.
But yeah, no, this isn't Victor Von Doom. Though the costume design for Doom, not too bad actually. I'm actually fairly impressed with the costumes for all of them. Costume design was pretty good.
I have one problem with one of the costumes. Well,
What?
two problems actually. So at the beginning of the movie, they say these are his second suit, and they make sure Johnny zips up his thing fully.
Yeah.
They make sure to show that, but they have Jessica Alba cleavage out.
Yeah, when she first shows up, but then it's fully zipped later. They do this like when the mission actually starts. Yes.
But it's like they give specific like they want you to look at it because they show it a second earlier being zipped up, like them zipping it up. So you want to focus on the zipper.
Yes, they wanted you to look at boobs. All right, man. What do you?
But then also,
I'm sorry. That is, I have to say it. This is the least revealing Sue Storm's ever been in any media. Let's be real.
I haven't watched Fan 4-6. I don't know.
Oh, I haven't either. That doesn't count. That's not real. We're not going to talk about that. I just mean like compared to the comics. This is honestly the least sexualized Sue Storm's ever been.
That's
Have you
insane.
seen Marvel Rivals?
Yeah.
That's just the comics.
But also later in the movie, Sue mentions to Ben that she can make a costume like theirs, can figure out the dimensions for it, and he says, "Nah, I'm good." But the end fight, he has the Fantastic Four bottoms on.
Yeah,
with the emblem.
because she made him. And then
But
when he
what
turned
did he
himself
get?
back into the thing, I don't know, probably from the place that they were all living, where she would have made the thing. Well,
I just think
and he made the thing.
I think it'd be cute if they showed like a 2-second thing of her having folded on like the counter, and have like a post that says "for Ben" or something like that. 2 seconds. That's all you gotta do is take 2 seconds. That's my like.
That is like the least critique of all time. The least important one.
I said it was like
Yeah,
small.
no. But yeah. And as much as it's accurate, I still hate Ben's wife. On the comics, she's his fiance, but not important. Still a hoe.
I mean, that actress also played one of the most annoying characters in The Walking Dead. So
What, you didn't like Andrea?
no one did. She got hate actively throughout the show when it was on, and it still gets hate to this day. It's been 10 years since she died.
That's tough. I'm trying to remember what else I've seen her in, but I have no idea.
That's all I know, right? This movie, and she was Andrea in The Walking Dead.
Laurie Holden.
Holden.
Apparently she was in The Boys.
That makes sense. Everyone's in The Boys.
Oh, I wouldn't know. In the Silent Hill movie?
We gotta watch that. We gotta make a video game month eventually.
Oh, God. She was in the X-Files. None of these are feeling like what I'm...
Fair.
Something I would have seen. I feel like I've seen her in something else, but so far... All right, maybe not. All right, moving on. But even in the comics, Debbie's a hoe.
I don't know.
Because every time he becomes the thing, she disappears. This movie freaks me out, by the way. The statue of Victor Von Doom.
At the beginning of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and look at that statue again.
Oh my god. Statue.
Yeah.
Classic for 2005. It's taking me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
What about it?
Do you really think that looks like the actor in this movie at all?
No.
Who does it kind of look more like?
Right now, what I'm looking at, it looks like Elon Musk.
Oh, well, no. There's an other more different angle that's not that. Here. This is gonna fuck up the thing, but I don't care. The recording's getting fucked. We're not. It's fine. Here you go. Look at that. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's RDJ. Look at it.
I don't think it looks like
It
RDJ at
does.
all.
Look at it. It's RDJ. Look at it.
I don't think so.
Look at it closer.
I'm looking at.
Then when Chris Evans is holding the little figurine, the little action figure for the Thing, that is the exact character design for the new Thing. Like I swear to God.
So, question here is: do you think they foretold the future, or that Marvel is actually just taking into account for the?
Marvel might just be taking it. They were like, this statue looks eerily RDJ. He can be Doom now. The statue, declared it. Then, yes,
like,
this action figure. That's the character design.
Okay, film from 2005 to base our whole.
Yeah.
I
am still sad that we're never gonna see. I don't know his name, but Bro return as Mr. Fantastic.
I don't really care.
I mean, they gave us Krasinski for no fucking reason. Should have been this guy.
Probably. But I think Krasinski was to be like, oh, let's make fun of the fan cast.
Yeah, that was the point. And I hate it. It should have been this guy. Or like have this guy show up in Doomsday and just get like ripped up. You know how in Fortnite, I know this is off topic, but when Doom showed up, yeah, he had all the Fantastic Four as the Thing. They should do that with these versions of the characters.
I wouldn't mind that. Chris Evans is already dead, though.
Well, there's like, we don't know if that was our version or if that was just a version.
90% sure that's our version.
No, it's the multiverse. Our version never talked like he did.
That's because Chris Evans probably forgot how Johnny spoke.
He could have watched a movie. No, I mean,
I'm sure he didn't really want to watch.
No, what I mean is every other word was a curse and being an extra cunt.
Yeah.
That's not our Johnny. That's not our Johnny. This movie does make me a little sad, and it's just because the one thing that I don't think the new Fantastic Four movie got right.
It hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, but the casting. I don't like the new Johnny. He's not hot enough to be Johnny Storm.
I have to agree.
Yeah, like, and that's not a shot at him, but the point of Johnny Storm is that he is supposed to be like hot as hell. And when you're following up Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan, and then you're this guy, it's a little
why
tough.
is Mr. Fantastic hotter than Johnny?
Right, that's a problem.
Yeah. I really like the casting here, though. Michael Chiklis as
Ben Grimm
is amazing.
Yep.
Wonderful prosthetics. I don't get how they did that for however many days they went film for this. Like probably around 40. I'm gonna have to guess, but
yeah,
like it doesn't like compromise his movement. He's a little slower. You can tell that he's like dragging more weight than he's used to, but like he can move his neck around fully. He's got his eyes are moving. Everything, nothing's compromised. He's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
In my mind, the Thing is huge, but I also think that in my mind it's also fucked up. Like I think he's
he's not actually that big.
Yeah, he's probably like an old person, just rock.
He's a little like thicker, obviously, but like, yeah, he's not like huge. He's not. I don't even think he's Hulk sized.
I was gonna say, I usually think about him.
I'm googling it.
Really, but like, if he's like still like 6 foot tall and the Hulk's still like 10 feet tall, it's a little.
Are they about the same size?
Little guy versus big guy, but. I don't know. You have to tell me.
I'm looking it up.
I know it's on dead air.
He's often depicted as being around 6 feet tall, while the Hulk is normally 7 feet or more, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm reading things. Are they right? I don't know. I could probably just go to the. I wonder if the Marvel wiki will tell me.
One thing about the Thing's design in this, he doesn't wear a shirt. Our new Thing wears a shirt.
So. Yeah, but that's it's the uniform design, because the Thing doesn't. Yeah. I wonder if he ever has. I haven't read a ton of Fantastic Four comics. I've read a lot, but not a ton.
I've seen wear a tank top before. Like other than that, no. I don't, like
Does
that's
he wear a
front day stuff.
sweater in the comics?
That's what I'm trying to figure
That's
out.
what he's wearing.
And why does Reed wear a little white, not wear a white circle around his uniform? Is pissing me off. I need to figure out this why. I know they're probably gonna explain it.
Because the turtleneck would make the stretchy neck really weird looking.
Probably.
That's honestly that is my guess.
Don't add it to anyone else's. No, the costume design in this movie are fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the normal uniforms, they're pretty bland, but I think that's proper. Straight up like dark blue, and they had the small little emblem, and they look good. He's still trying to figure out how tall.
Well, no, Ben Grimm is, or not Ben Grimm. The Thing is 6'6", according to the wiki. I'm trying to find the Hulk.
Well,
because the Hulk's not when he gets listed where I want to fucking look.
He grows when he gets angry, so it depends on how angry.
Well, yes, but he has a default form, dipshit.
It's fair.
Yeah, you're right. So his height is around 7 feet tall. So he's half a foot shorter. The Thing is,
okay.
Like that's in his very base form, but Hulk can become a monster.
Yeah. So the story of this movie, how'd you like the plot?
Eh.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I think
it's pretty straightforward. It just bugs me because it's just not Doom. And I can't get away from that. Like, the plot is fine, but having it be Doom, that's not, this wouldn't ever be Doom's motivation. That's not.
Revenge?
Doom wouldn't have helped. Doom would, it would make him money. Doom's not a capitalist.
I was going to say, Doom would help if he got something out of it that wasn't money.
But no, I still don't think Doom would have helped anyways. The entire plot of Doom is that Reed was a cunt in college and he hates him, so he wants revenge. Doom wouldn't have helped. That's not revenge.
Well, they had to explain why Doom hates Reed. It's because he fucked.
But they talk about that they went to college together. Maybe, I don't know, just fucking say Reed was a dick. Like, you could have done this a million different ways, and you picked the one that made sure Doom didn't seem like Doom. At that point, just pick a different villain.
I agree.
Make the villain Tony Stark.
This Reed does have the perfect amount of dickishness.
Oh, yeah. No, I love this characterization of Reed. Like I said, he is one of my only true, this was really good castings in this movie.
Yeah. You can tell, he's a dick, but he doesn't really mean to be a dick. It's just kind of how his brain works is, science first, then people second.
Yeah.
And it really works. Especially in his relationship with Sue in this movie.
I think even with his relationship with Ben, the entire, no, I need to make sure I do this right so I don't fuck it up for you. Ben's just like, I don't fucking care. Fix me. Why did I go kind of Richard Nixon at the end of that? What happened? Fix me.
But it's something that leads into the relationship between these characters is great, just because he's taking a long time to build this thing. It's creating frustration within Ben, but then he's like, the whole reason why it's taking so long is because I need to make sure that 1,000% chance nothing's gonna go wrong, and I'm gonna take every step possible. It may take me a year, 2, 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how he's doing that when he's broke.
Because he's Reed Richards. Also because Doom probably just forgot to shut down their open line to the bank account. He kept saying, you know, whatever you need, just figure it out. So I think Doom was still just paying for it, which again makes no fucking sense. He's actively trying to kill them while also giving them money.
Again, I never said this was a good Doom. I'm not. That's like the one thing I'll be like, yep, this isn't Doom, but I still enjoy it. I love his design, like you said earlier. His design fucking rocks. But he gives him a fluffy coat though. Hellfire
Fluffy
Gala goes
coat?
crazy. Yeah, you've been seeing Doom's Hellfire Gala?
Which year? The Hellfire Gala happens every single year.
I don't know which one it was. Doom Hellfire Gala. I love the Hellfire Gala. I think it Fox 2022.
2022.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if we need the fluffy coat, man.
I need it.
We need a real, like, Hellfire Gala, though. I want that as a movie.
It could be a short. Like, you know how they used to do those, like the Coulson shorts?
No.
In phase 1. They used to do like, these tiny little shorts. Like, that's how they revealed the Mandarin was the real Mandarin was out there. But, like, I want one of those. Just be the Hellfire Gala once the mutants come in.
Yeah. Give me a Hellfire Gala. That'd be sick. I want it, but I also don't, because I also have no faith in them making good outfits. They'll add so many lines for no reason.
Yeah, they won't do that in a suit, though, like an actual suit.
Yeah, they're all going to have fucking pinstripes for some reason. Like they're the goddamn New York Yankees.
I was going to say, Steve Rogers would look good in pinstripes.
I think he's worn pinstripes before. Yeah. He wore a navy blue suit with red pinstripes.
Real.
Because it's not just mutants who go to the Hellfire Gala.
I don't know. Steve in X-Men books really doesn't like the mutants.
That's just not. All right. I'm going to need you to not talk and just go watch Sir Superhero's video about this. He just made it. I'm not going to try to sit here and redo when I can just make you go watch somebody else's video.
Fair.
Sir Superhero the Goat, though.
One of my favorite scenes in this movie is the bridge.
Yeah.
Where like he hits the Mack truck with like his whole body, the thing.
Yeah.
The whole Mack truck. Because it showcases off like their unique.
Are you sure it was a Mack?
Powers. It was definitely like a Mack truck.
No, it was a semi truck. A Mack is a very specific brand. That's like calling every vehicle you see on the road a Ford. He hit the Ford car when it was a Chevy. Like, no, Mack is just a brand.
Is this the country coming out on you?
Maybe.
I don't fucking know what it was.
Also, like, I don't know. Now I want to know, what is the biggest semi brand then?
Mack, probably.
I don't think it is. I know Volvo's pretty big. Freightliner is actually number one. Then Western Star's there.
Where you find out what the biggest semi-truck line is.
What, you weren't curious? Yeah, Mack is actually like 7th. Why do you know about... Mack is smaller than Volvo. Then you got International. Kenworth.
Shitty sedans.
Peterbilt. Then Western Star. And Freightliner is the biggest, I think.
Okay. Well, the thing gets hit by a giant semi-truck and it just grumps around him. Like, glumps around him. The one thing I hate about that scene, though, is it reads like, go invisible, get undressed. And then they immediately pass the guardrail, both him and Reed and...
Okay, to be fair, that was based off the distraction of the naked woman. That doesn't happen if she doesn't... It's not that if she doesn't get naked. If she doesn't start undressing and then forget how to use her powers randomly and stand there half naked.
I hate that's like part of the scene because they could just get by. Like, might get by.
Well,
Just have
no, they
her,
couldn't have gotten by. They tried. What are you talking about?
but they immediately walk past the police officer that's standing
Yeah,
right there.
who were standing there, saw the commotion of the woman getting naked, stopped, moved away over to where the woman was. She disappears, and then they sneak off. That doesn't happen. Like, media literacy, please gain some. Watch what happens on your screen and realize it, please, just once. Every time you point out a flaw in a movie, it's because you just didn't pay attention.
I just think it's a dumb little tidbit. Like they could have. There's definitely a different solution there. Than
Maybe,
have your
but the
future
two
wife.
solutions you are offering is the one that happened, and they could have just walked through. No, they couldn't. They tried to just walk through. You dumb motherfucker. Offer another solution or shut up. Stop saying the one that didn't work could have just worked, because it didn't work and it wouldn't have worked. This was technically an active crime scene where the thing was the criminal. But whatever.
My favorite part of this scene, it shows Johnny's a hothead, but he'll eventually do the right thing eventually.
Yeah.
Like there's a little girl who's about to fucking blow up, and he doesn't know if his powers defend against explosions, but he said fuck it, I'm just gonna jump in there and protect her. It works out for him that he doesn't die,
Yeah.
but like he doesn't know that, and I love that the little tidbit of like
Yeah.
showing that Johnny eventually is a hero. He's just an asshole about it.
Yeah, he doesn't. The one thing I think I like about the new Fantastic Four movie, just from the trailer, is that he's finally not going to be just an asshole. He's just a goofy little guy, is technically how this is supposed to be. This movie just characterizes him wrong. And that's fine, I guess. But
him and Reed were the best characterizations.
No, I said they were the best castings. There's a difference. The best characterization is Reed, by far, and then probably Ben. Sue is fine, both casting and characterization. I don't love the casting, but also it was 2005 and the world was obsessed with Jessica Alba, so it was the correct casting for the time period, because that's, yeah. So I don't love it. I definitely like Vanessa Kirby more as Sue, but it was fine for the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Sue is right in the middle of yeah,
I don't know what Sue's character is really like, so I can't be like, actually.
Actually.
I wish I did. I want to read more Fantastic Four. I know there's a certain run that was really well done, but I can't. It's
I don't know. I'm gonna figure out what the worst one is and then recommend it to you.
Sure.
I think reading the worst comic runs and the best is very important. You got to see the highs and lows.
Yeah, it's how everything works. Film, gaming, everything.
Well, no, I don't want to see the worst films. That's scary.
They are scary.
I'm good. I don't want to play the worst games. That sounds like a waste of my life.
You love Jedi Survivor, Fallen Order, whatever it's
Those are
called.
both good games. What are you talking about?
One controls like Diddy Dick.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, when you're playing a video game, controls are a big part
Also,
of
the
that thing,
controls
but-
weren't that bad. You might just be bad at video games.
Probably.
Yes,
I
they
love
were
both
annoying, but every single video game is annoying at some point. Something happens and you're just like, this fucking sucks. This is stupid. I don't get it. And then you beat it and you're like, it wasn't that bad. But in the moment, you want to murder everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of different some people are like, this is a slight annoyance and this is a big annoyance. Like people are like, Mary Jane missions are a big annoyance. I'm like, they're fine. They're sure,
But
I want to be Spider-Man the whole time, but
again,
whatever.
if you don't want to play Jedi Fallen Order, there are people that who have done full playthroughs of it that you can just watch.
Maybe edit it.
Why?
Because they're 3 hour long streams.
Yeah. You got to get all the info. You got to see all the fights. You got to see me scream.
I see you scream every week.
Yeah, you
You're on
enjoy
the
it.
show with me.
Everyone enjoy it. I don't scream at you every week, only sometimes.
You literally screamed at me earlier because I was talking about a dumb scene.
Well, because you were wrong. Well, it is dumb. I'm not going to say you were wrong about that part. You just were wrong about the way you were saying things.
Yeah, which is how I say most things. It's just I talk and I'm right, but like I'm also wrong.
All right. I was reading a thing. I saw people be
Reading
saying
the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of is like Braille, his new girlfriend.
People were saying that
like
Julian McMahon was like good casting for Doom, and I don't really agree. I think he played this shitty bastardized version of Doom fine.
Mhm.
But much like who is currently cast as Doom, it's not good casting.
Mhm.
I don't care. Unless I'm right and this isn't real Doom,
Mhm.
which would be the greatest thing of all time. RDJ comes back for one movie to play the version of Doom that actually just is Tony Stark, and then my dream is that instead of the scene being Thanos getting his spine ripped out
It's
by
just
Doom, it's the real Doom shows up and rips out RDJ's spine. Just like, nah, motherfucker, I'm the real one. And then it's like an actually properly casted Doom, one that you can actually fear. I don't know, RDJ, he's just a little guy. He doesn't really instill much fear.
Until he says, "I hate you 3000."
Dog, if they say that, burn Marvel. All of it. Doesn't deserve to exist anymore.
I like Doom in
The
this
only
movie
person who could say that is Peter. Because it would be funny if Spider-Man said it.
I think Doom in this movie is fun more because the way he tries to take out the Fantastic Four is the most creatively diluted way to do it. He's like, how Reed's like rubber. I'm gonna freeze him. Oh,
Yeah.
Johnny, he's fire. I'm gonna use a heat-seeking missile.
I mean, hey, it works. Oh, the Rock Man. I'm just going to make him not rocks anymore.
Exactly. It's like the Invisible
What
Woman.
was this?
What do you have? Yeah, what's the plan for Invisible Woman? Seduce her?
Yeah, marry her. That was the plan. Marriage.
Well, it's like, I mean, they didn't give like proper like characterization to how powerful Sue is. I know Sue is pretty fucking powerful in the Marvel universe just because of her powers, but like they don't give that. She's like, and then that's it.
Well, I mean, she literally contained a supernova. I feel like if you know anything about anything, that's pretty impressive. If you're just a complete moron, that means nothing, I guess. So I see why you didn't think her powers were shown off very well. But
They didn't show them off very well. When you say supernova, can you and the question is, can you contain it? And then she doesn't answer. It's like
she just does it.
She's got no confidence, and
she doesn't
like, yes.
need to say words.
Just
you don't always need to speak.
Yes.
You don't always need to speak.
No,
things can be left unsaid.
No.
You're dumb.
It's not like one of my favorite scenes in all of cinema is a silent scene between two people in two separate places.
What, Anakin and Padme?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite scenes in all of cinema.
But now you demand that she says something arbitrarily insteid of just doing the thing. I want her to
be confident in herself. I feel like she has
I feel like just doing it is more confident than being like, yeah, I think I could do it.
Well, like, most of the movie, she's you can feel her hiding her feelings and her emotions rather than just saying it.
Yes, that was the point, because so was Reed. That was the point.
Yeah, that's a re-characterization that he's autistic.
The whole point was like that neither of them were able to express their feelings at all. That was like the entire point of this movie. I'm glad you're figuring that out now. Yeah. Glad you got there. It only took you
I
20
do really want
years.
to watch the second movie because, like, I remember there being like sexual tension between Invisible Woman and Silver Surfer for some reason in that movie.
I'm not going to say
And I don't
why.
remember how. Is that like a comic thing?
No, I don't think so. I just think it's a crappy 2008 movie thing.
Probably. Yeah.
And it's the same in this movie. The leading woman in the movie has to have some sort of either tension or relationship with the villain that causes like it's just
Yeah.
crappy mid 2000s writing. It's nothing else.
This is superhero writing in
Yeah,
the mid
even if it
2000s.
happens in the comics, lots of things happen in the comics. That's the point. Uh,
Yeah.
Technically,
So
like as we've talked about, as people talked about on the internet after the Malice skin came out on Marvel Rivals, and they're like, Reed can't handle her. No, actually, the comics make a good point. Sue has been with a lot of people. The only man who can handle her is Reed. That is kind of the entire thing. That is the entirety of that is.
I love how once the internet got the memo of that one comic panel, they're like, yeah, he can handle all that. The question is, can Sue handle all that?
Yeah.
And yes, emotionally, she can handle all that.
I don't know if anybody can handle Reed. He's a problem. Emotionally, yeah.
Yeah. I really do hope we see the Maker being Miles Teller. I know it's a different Fantastic Four movie, but
The Maker?
the Maker?
Again, I didn't watch Fan Four Stick, and apparently you did.
No, I haven't. But from what I've heard, the Maker in the Ultimates universe is like evil Reed Richards,
Oh,
and apparently Miles Teller fits a lot of that role properly. So
I don't know. Why do we need? I don't feel like that's coming anytime soon. I have a feeling. We already talked about this with Secret Wars ending. I don't know if the version of the Fantastic Four we're getting currently is going to be like the version moving forward. So
devoting a whole movie to a team we're not going to actually have is not a good idea.
The new Avengers.
No, that's a devote a whole movie to a team that's going to be around forever.
No.
Yeah.
I bet you less than 10% of that group makes it out of Doomsday.
There's not 10. That'd be less than a person.
Yeah. Bucky's arm is the only thing that lives on.
Rocket just steals it.
Yeah. Rocket finally he said he was going to get that arm.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I mean, he did in the holiday special.
I don't care. That doesn't count. That's not real.
It's canon.
I don't care. It's not canon to me. You know, just things, canon's fake. Actually, I don't want to say that because I'm the person who uses canon to make arguments all the time. It's like, well, no, in canon, you're fucking stupid. It's my favorite thing to say to people on the internet.
Canonically, you're fucking stupid.
Canonically, you're an idiot. What were we talking about? Oh, right, this movie. Fantastic Four. Right. No, it's one of those things. I definitely realize how much more of a nerd I've become because, like, when this movie first came out, I loved it and thought it was great and perfect and wonderful. And now I'm just like, oh,
you're also 5.
Most of these characters aren't right. They kind of suck, except for Reed. They got Reed right. Good job.
Do you know what's amazing that I realized about this movie? There was a point in time in 2005 where you could go watch Revenge of the Sith and then go watch Fantastic Four 2005.
Yeah.
There was a 2-month period where you could.
Revenge of the Fantastic Four. They should have put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, episode Fantastic Four. Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Oh, the first Oppenheimer.
Fantastic Sith. That would be the shirt.
Oh my god, I'm tired.
What are you tired about?
Living.
Valid.
I love this movie. I think it's very campy. Is it probably rooted in a lot of nostalgia? Most likely, but
Yes.
I cannot help but love all the camp in this movie. It is so much fun.
I mean, the thing that causes me the most
The
problems
thing,
is the thing that we already
the thing.
is what we already see with the newest Fantastic Four, where every week they post the, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we meet here Sunday 7 p.m. for dinner every week.
I repost every week. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, they're already a family. You don't think of them as even kind of a family until this movie's over.
Well, I think they allude to them having a family like dynamic beforehand, and then they had this whole big breakup and everything. Now they're all
Except
like,
they pointed out very obviously that Ben and Johnny never liked each other. And
and
yeah, I get
yeah,
Sue and Johnny having their problems with Reed because of a breakup. I do, to a point, understand that. But also, like, no. I don't care. I hate it. I hate it all.
I'm fine with it. Where's Herbie in this movie though? I need Herbie.
I don't know if they could have made that robot look good in this movie.
Oh no, he probably looks like the guy from Power Rangers. You know,
I still love the trailer for the new Fantastic Four is so good.
because there's Herbie in it, and they don't make Ben's voice deeper.
Though it probably should be. His vocal cords are rock.
Yeah, but like,
Who cares? Yeah.
yeah,
Or it's funnier to imagine that this is his voice deeper and that before he was a really high pitched squeaky dude. That's really kind of funny.
I like Michael Chiklis in this called. Apparently, this is Stan Lee's favorite casting was Michael Chiklis as the Thing.
That's fair. Like, I don't think that's bad casting at all.
No, I think whoever was the casting director on this movie deserves a raise and deserves more jobs.
Eh,
But they're really good.
Doom.
Yeah, but like if you have 1 out of 5, if you miss 1 out of 5, I think you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, but
If you're
the main
if you're
villain.
batting eight, if you're batting 80%, you're fine. I that's way above the Mendoza line. You're perfectly okay. Geek is looking at something. Are you looking for the casting director?
No.
Oh. I'll look at the casting director. Fantastic for 2005 casting director. Do.
Do.
That was Kerry Washington. She's in. That's plays Alicia Masters. She's in Scandal. Just thought something I would
All right.
mention.
Woo. Woo.
This one has a 5.7 user rating.
Yeah, people. Oh, I
Higher.
closed the thing. Why did I do that?
I mean, a lot of people were defending this casting, like they're like the new Fantastic Four won't live up to this, but I'm like, it will. But
No, people already hate the new casting for some reason. They hate Pedro, which I don't really understand.
I think people are tired of seeing Pedro on their screens because he's cast in everything, which I kind of understand, but also he's a really good actor, so fuck off.
What is he? Okay, he's cast in everything. What the fuck is he in?
The Mandalorian, The Last of Us,
You've
he's in
seen
the
his
movie
face for 7 seconds. Doesn't count.
He's still in it.
Doesn't count.
You hear his voice.
Barely. Doesn't count.
He's in he was in The Last of Us.
Who cares? Not that many people watch that show.
He was in The Materialist. He was in Game of Thrones for a long time.
Game of Thrones was 15 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
doesn't count. He's in so much. He's in like 2 major things.
He was in Gladiator last year.
Okay, so he's been in 3 major movies. Congrats.
Yeah, I mean,
That
I don't know.
if you're stupid enough to think that's too much, you're too stupid to deserve an opinion. Just shut up.
I didn't say it was my opinion.
I didn't say. I didn't specifically say you either, dipshit. Hey, Grayson, we have this conversation a lot when it comes to criticizing things. If the criticism doesn't apply to you, then shut the fuck up and don't be offended by it. Jesus Christ. God. Hate you.
I know.
But this movie had $100 million budget. Wow,
Holy
and it only
shit.
grossed $333 million.
And it got a sequel.
I mean, I guess it
Why did
tripled
they-
its budget.
Why they attempt that? I'm gonna look at the next movie. Just to see why we.
Is that why we didn't get a third one? Did the
Yeah,
next
that's what
one
I'm
bomb?
guessing. That's my guess right now, so I'm gonna check it out. Like it's 0.1 worse on the user ratings.
What did Fan Four Stick do? If Fan Four Stick made more money, I'm gonna cry.
Fantastic Four: The Rise of the Silver Surfer got $130 million budget, only grossed 300, so it did under 3 times its budget.
Okay, that's still not too bad though.
It's not horrible. It should probably have gotten a sequel.
Fan Four Stick had a budget of 120 million and it grossed 167.
Oof.
It's tough. All right, good. Fan Four Stick wasn't useful here. Yeah.
Okay, apparently, according to we were supposed to get a third Fantastic Four film.
But
It's slated to bring Black Panther to the film in 2009, but it's failed because the failure of Silver Surfer, which is technically not a failure. I think it's probably more critically a failure.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I would have wanted to see them try to make a Black Panther movie a movie with Black Panther in 2009. Should have included Namor.
Real.
Somebody will get why I say the things I do. They'll think it's funny. They'll
I
get it.
think trying Namor in 2009 wouldn't have been cool.
People would have hated him or loved him.
Oh, people would have hated it. Well, they probably should have hated him because that's the point. Namor's he's an incel bitch.
Settle down. Why are we bullying Namor?
Because he tries to raise up a married woman all the time.
It's because it worked a
And
lot.
It creeps her out.
Now. It didn't back when she kept.
I'm not talking about the 60s and 70s.
I'm not either.
No.
Namor and Sue have been a thing a lot, not just in the 60s and 70s.
They've not been the thing a lot. That's been Grimm.
I said a thing, you fucking idiot.
And
You're changing the
Ben Grimm
words I'm
is-
saying to make new sentences. That's not how this works.
yeah. It's called being creative.
That's terrifying. So part of his costume for the thing, he had to wear prosthetic teeth. So to
Ooh.
prepare for speaking with them, he wore them when reading to his children. That's
I
just
would
so
not like
funny.
that. I do think if we got a third Fantastic Four, he would have that Black Panther would have that collar. I want to see that collar in live action. I don't know why.
What do you want to see?
Like the high collar that Black Panther wears in the comics.
Oh, so the cape?
Yeah, the cape. That's on it.
Like, yes, it has a collar, but the cape.
It goes so hard.
Eh.
It's horrifying me. And that's how they could have introduced Storm into that, and that's how they connect the universes. They could have had an X-Men Fantastic Four universe easy, and they said, "Nah, fam, we're just gonna give up."
I'm glad we didn't.
I'm kind of upset now.
I'm not,
Why?
because I don't.
I know that's how we eventually got the Fantastic Four back into.
The X-Men weren't. The X-Men movies were kind of bad. The casting was pretty bad all around, and
Halle
the
Berry's
costume design
amazing.
sucked. And
Sure.
I think if we had turned that into a full universe, there wouldn't be superhero movies anymore at
Next
all.
MCU came out the year before, so
Right. We need the MCU. It's better than whatever that would have been.
according to some people, no.
They're wrong and they're stupid. I'll tell them so.
I never said that.
I just did, actually. I just told them so.
I said I never.
If we're what?
Yeah, you good there, bud?
No.
I'm gonna throw a license plate at you, and you're not gonna flinch.
I would move. I wouldn't get hit.
No, Johnny gets hit
I
in the back
don't
of the head,
remember
he
the
does not flinch.
second. I don't remember the second
It's Galactus.
movie well enough. Does
Big
Doom
class
show
one.
back up?
Mhm.
Does he? Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, he tries to steal the Silver Surfer Sport because he wants to be a herald for Galactus, I believe.
Damn! Look
And, like,
look how they massacred my boy.
So Doom would never be a herald; he'd just be trying to become Galactus.
Look how they massacred my boy. Also, I hate that they kind of make Doom stupid.
Doom is stupid by his own hubris being his downfall.
No, I mean he's stupid. He's supposed to be one of the smartest people on the planet.
Yeah.
Also a sorcerer. Also, dude, the list of Doom's powers is kind of insane. Victor Von Doom is him.
Yeah, I like a lot of those Twitter accounts that try to roleplay Doom are great to watch. The good ones, at least.
Yeah. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to do something. I don't know.
Doom would have the Hater of the Year award constantly. I kind of.
What?
Doom would have Hater of the Year award every
true.
year, and I would be here for it.
Yeah. Well, maybe not every year. Punk and Drew McIntyre last year. Punk would have got it. Yeah, Punk would have got it. He flew all the way to Australia for no other reason than to fuck over Drew McIntyre. Like that's some next level shit. Greatest. It was so good.
Scotland, by the way, not Australia.
No, because Elimination Chamber was in Perth.
Yeah,
dumb bitch.
Drew won the chamber.
No, did he?
Yes, he lost his title shot against Damien at Clash the Castle.
Oh, you're
Scotland.
right. I thought he went and screwed him over in the chamber. I
No,
swear Punk showed up at the chamber.
He probably did, but he's also injured during that time.
Oh, you're right. That was was it the next year at the chamber and it still wasn't Australia? Punk, I don't know why I remember this, but I misremember apparently. I've been sucked into a different universe.
Chamber this year, probably.
I don't know, man.
I don't remember much of the men's chamber besides that John Cena won.
Trash.
Now it is. But anyways, the Fantastic Four. What'd you rank it on Letterboxd?
Oh, good question. I know I did.
Also, you need to start logging, not just like 3 stars watched.
What do you mean logging?
There's a log button. It tracks what you watch.
Well, I feel like if you've rated it, why wouldn't that just put it in the log? I'm sorry, their website's fucking stupid. If I rated it, that means I watched it.
Yeah, but it could mean you watched it years ago. You have to log it that you watched it today.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's like a diary. It has a diary section.
Dear Diary, I'm gonna stab Grayson.
Dear Diary, I like the Fantastic Four movie.
Dear Diary, this fucking website is broken as shit.
It's an app usually, that's why.
They probably made the website first.
Well, yeah, they probably implemented the code into the app because they made it for an app, you know.
Can I just find this? 2.5 stars.
2.5? Okay, that's not bad. That's not far from me. I'll put it at 3.
Okay.
because I love the camp. The camp is amazing.
No, I enjoy the movie, but I don't know. When you fuck up the main villain, makes it really tough for me to love it too much. Like,
I was good.
you can fuck up one of like the four in the Fantastic Four and I will feel less bad because like the main thing that has to drive the plot is the villain. And if the villain gets fucked up and isn't that good, well, then it kind of tanks the movie a little bit.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I was gonna attempt to rage bait you and put 5 stars.
Well, you said that at the beginning of the episode. I yelled at you about this already.
5-star enjoyment level.
That's not how we. So this was my point that I don't think you seem to understand. On this show, and even through the Letterboxd, our job is to review movies.
Sure. Yep.
Which means our ratings need to be based on actual review from an actual standpoint of something other than just how much we enjoy it. That's why Thor: Love and Thunder, I think for me, is still like a 2-star movie. So
Incredible Hulk, still a 5-star movie.
Yeah, you're dumb.
No flaws.
I cannot wait for you when we watch that to say some flaws, and I gotta do the you fucking idiot, got him. Lower that rating right now, motherfucker.
Every flaw
Actually,
I say has
the entire
half a
episode,
star.
I'm just gonna be writing it down, and every complaint is half a star, and I'm gonna tell you what you have to change your rating to based on yourself. I'm doing it because you're gonna forget that I said this. Oh, I'll remember.
You also have to remember.
Oh, I'll remember.
Probably, I will tell you we're doing something, and like a day later, you'll be like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, but this is a plan I made. This
Like I was like,
more.
"We're gonna do a mailbag." And you're like, "We're doing a mailbag?" Yeah.
There's like 8 years of time difference in there. What are you talking about? The last time we
was a
talked
day
about a
later.
mailbag was 2023.
No, we didn't have a show back then. Again, I'm pretty sure that the impregnation
No.
of the idea of Dueling Bits was January 2024.
I don't know, man. I don't know who
I don't
we
know.
are.
That's also, I think it's the first time you texted me.
About
anyways.
Dueling Fates, probably.
Well, yeah, you text me on other things too.
Yeah.
It's weird. You text me.
No, that's not true. I don't have your phone number.
That's so mean.
What?
I think do.
I don't.
Yeah.
Discord DM you. Bro won't give me his phone number.
I'll give you my phone number. No problem with that. I just don't answer text messages. I answered more Discord messages.
That's
than
crazy.
That's because I don't know.
My Discord just
I know-
doesn't fucking work half the time, so text messages are way easier. I actually get
Well,
notifications for them.
I just ignore text messages and then be like, "Oh, you texted me 3 hours ago."
That's crazy.
But the little red dot on the top of my screen that says notification from Discord, it gets annoys me. But the one on the bottom doesn't annoy me.
Why is there a why are your texts at the top of your screen and your Discord at the bottom?
My Discord, my text messages is on the bottom. My Discord on top. The top one bothers me. The bottom one doesn't.
That makes no sense.
I have no idea.
You make no sense.
I do.
This is the first time in a long time you haven't just worn the miniature water hat.
It's right here.
I know I referenced your hat earlier, but
Did you? Oh, you said umbrella, and I didn't know what you were talking about, so I just ignored it.
but no, because I said the Umbrella Academy as the joke. I know it's not, but
Die.
why?
Because I hate the Umbrella Academy.
No, I don't even really know what it is. I just thought it was funny.
It's like X-Men for emo kids, which is just
my
the X-Men.
my favorite thing going on that goes on the internet is so the Linus Tech Tips people, the YouTube channel. So his wife is also like owns the other 50% of the company, obviously, and all of the companies are under like a larger umbrella corporation for tax purposes, and he always makes the joke that the entire company is owned by the Yvonne Umbrella Corporation, and I think it's really funny every time. And I'm waiting for them to cause all the problems in the world.
Fair. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil lately, so
I've never played a Resident Evil game.
I need to make you. Oh wait, there's a co-op one. I haven't played it yet. Resident Evil 5's co-op. We should play it.
Oh God! All right. I wonder how long it would take to beat it, turn it into a YouTube video.
Resident Evil games are really short. Like 7 was longest, like one of the longest ones I played. That was 5 hours.
Oh,
4
crazy!
4 is the longest one at 20, but like I beat 2 and 3 in like 4 hours.
Okay.
Each, so they're not that long.
And I'm sure there's a lot of shit to edit out.
Yeah, and they're not usually on sale all the time. Like I think they're on sale right now because Capcom has a sale right now.
Might have to look. Maybe we'll play it.
And then we just do Resident Evil 5.
That could work.
Ah.
Play it in the next 3 weeks, and then I release the video in like September because I'm trying to be really far ahead.
Fair. That's bad. I don't give a shit, man.
The next YouTube video the last YouTube video I have coming out that's already like done is July 14th.
Nice. This one comes out July 10th?
Something like that. So we're working ahead. We're doing stuff. We're chilling.
Yeah. Next week we should have a guest on for the next episode. Oh my God. We talk about the robots in disguise.
iRobot?
That meets the eye. Cool movie. Not the movie I'm thinking about.
We should watch that movie.
It's a dope movie. Sorry.
Crazy.
Yeah, but next week we will talk about the robots in disguise, More Than Meets the Eye. I'd probably mix those two up, but probably the other way around. Until then, remember, like, subscribe, do whatever, on whatever podcasting format you prefer. Until then, bye-bye.